It's D-Day for Ntuthuko Shoba as the High Court in Johannesburg will this morning hand down judgment in the murder case against him. Shoba is accused of masterminding the gruesome murder of his then 8 months pregnant girlfriend, Tshegofatso Pule. Linda Mnisi has been following that story, joins us now from Durban Deep. That's where Tshegofatso Pule's body was found hanging from a tree, Linda, and I can just imagine it can't be easy for you either to be tracking that story for us this morning from that location.
I'm standing here, Michelle, just takes me back to last year in June when the family marked a year since her passing, visiting this area for the very first time. Emotional scenes broke out here with family members really struggling to contain their emotions. They said that it was the first time that many of them came to the scene, and looking around, Michelle, it gave them a picture of how her body could have been dragged. I just want to show you the exact tree where her body was found. So we can't get close, but I'm just going to ask Katleho to just zoom into that tree where you can actually see the actual branch. The branch that you're seeing right now on your screen is where her body was found hanging. In fact, the rope was tied to that particular branch, and the family saying that they imagine how perhaps, getting to that tree could have been so difficult, given the fact that what they describe, they say that they view the body of a deceased person as being heavy. So it must have been that she might have been dragged through, this open space here. But you'll also remember, Michelle, there was a gentleman that we spoke to last year. His name is Tshepo Budibe. He is the gentleman that discovered Tshegofatso Pule's body here, and he says this is a road that is usually used by a lot of community members. This is a road that's an area that is used by people who are either going to Roodepoort or who are going to Bramfisherville in Soweto. So it's quite common that people would pass here. So it gave him an indication that whoever hung Tshegofatso Pule's body there knew that she would be found, because there are a number of people that pass here.
Linda Mnisi, a big day in court this morning, especially for the family of Tshegofatso Pule.
Indeed, it's a big day, Michelle, as the truth, is expected to come out on whether or not Ntuthuko Shoba did mastermind the murder of Tshegofatso Pule. You'll remember that Muzigaisa Malepane also revealed that the initial plan was to hang her at the Maritzburg Bridge. That's where, her body would be hung and found, but also what they would then do, it would be that they would upload a suicide note on her phone, which would then make it look like she took her own life. But upon, looking at that particular bridge, he found that it would be impossible to hang Tshegofatso Pule there because it was very busy. Now, coming here, he said he drove around the area, to look for a place where he could hang her body, and ultimately this is where he came to. But you'll remember Ntuthuko Shoba saying he was not part of that plot. In fact, the only reason he went to visit Muzigaisa Malepane was to procure illicit cigarettes, because he had been told that he was involved in that business, given that we were at the height of the lockdown and a number of items were not sold. Cigarettes was not available. Alcohol was also not available. But the state has also brought in Kondeni, or rather, a witness who spoke, about whether or not, if you remember, Muzigaisa Malepane's friend saying that he wasn't aware that he sold cigarettes. What is interesting about this place, Michelle, is that just up the road is where Muzigaisa Malepane lived with his girlfriend. It's about 800 meters away from where we are standing.
Yeah, the gruesome details around this story just continue, don't they? Linda Mnisi, thanks very much indeed for that update. That decision is expected in the High Court in Johannesburg today.